smoke gank. He's definitely vulnerable.
Yep, they've got the Satyr Tormentor on Bignum. They will wrap around the backside. They bump right into him. The Satyr scouts it out, drops the Shockwave right away. But J4 not in the best position to start this off. He's going to have to skill up Magic Missile. He will. They're diving deep. Cinderin's on his way in. Koikva not going to survive through it. He eats the Fairy Fire, but the Shockwave will finish him off, and Bignum finds success with the first rotation. Nicely done there as PR get on the scoreboard. That is the fear of having an Enchantress.
Kind of difficult otherwise. They could do a Hex hypothetically, but if he pops the haste, then he's gone anyway, so we'll try again in a moment.
Down bottom, ESC.Era, waveform, try to make some space for himself, but he's pretty low on mana here. Has a couple of stick charges, but it's not going to matter. They deploy the Primal Roar, and they've got more than enough damage with the Venge Beastmaster combo. And we'll get popped into another pause here, but another good rotation. Cheshire Cat getting a lot of... Does he just have to go to Midas, look for some recovery, and farm that way?
Yeah, absolutely. It's very common for Invokers to do this. Great positioning for farming here. Are they going to react the right way?
Oh, Cheshire Cat, he will get caught by the Chrono. Sunstrike will fly through. Definitely going to be a kill on the Beastmaster. Now on the bottom lane, Bignum. Initiated on by ESC.Era. Keizu comes in. First hit, Bash. Oh my. Nature's Attendants trying to help out Bignum. He does have 2 points in the Untouchable, but still only level 4. ESC.Era with the waveform, bringing him down low. One more auto attack should secure this kill. He does buy a TP scroll as well as his boots right before he dies, so tries to minimize his losses there, but finally escape, start to come online a little bit with that Chronosphere and get a duo of kills.
Huge double kill. Even a single kill they would have been happy with, but the fact that they got 2 is amazing. Line gets a level 6 out of that. Lich is almost 6 as well. That's the most important thing when you're behind from laning, is that you get kills for experience.
Tier 1 tower in the mid will fall all the while, and both sides will avoid the fight. ESC.Era just trying to put some pressure on that tier 1 down bottom. It looks like PR will give up on the Roshan, at least for now. They're starting to move into the enemy jungle, though. Very spread out. Are they going to drop the Chrono for J4? They will. It's just a support Venge. Sunstrike will help secure this kill. Faceless Void getting credit for it. But PR aren't done yet. Cheshire Cat comes in. There's the roar onto Yapzor. Now Chain Frost bouncing around. All those summons from Cheshire Cat absorbing the damage. They bring down the Lion almost immediately. Wow. That's the power of the Beastmaster. I guess the Chain Frost right there. Those boars absorbed all the damage for him.
Yeah, and the Necros as well. They took almost no damage from that. I was quite surprised. I thought they would at least die, but nothing really. Yeah. Lion did get hexed, or didn't get hexed off before he got roared, so that pretty much... It's a good choice he did that. I mean, if they were really winning this game and all of a sudden, you know, Escape was making mistakes, PR could have gone into some kind of an all-in push, like maybe a drum, something.
Uh-oh, Chronosphere up top. They want Bignum. Sunstrike will connect before the TP comes in to split the damage. He will die to the burst damage before Nature's Attendants can do anything. Undershock now looking for an opening. Remember, he has Aegis, but it's a 1-on-3. Needs to be careful. He does have Omni Slash still available. Going to burn the Aegis to start things off. The rest of his team kind of grouped up down bottom. Cheshire Cat getting close to the tier 3. Now Undershot comes back, drops the Omni Slash, takes ESC.Era down to about half health. Chain Frost just going to bounce around the neutrals, but they will still find the kill on the Jug. Now are they going to get more? ESC.Era going in, maybe a little too deep. Waveform down for 4 seconds. They've had a good rotation. They get the stun on Keizu instead. He's got another Time Walk. Got him, unable to find the targets that he wants. And meanwhile, down bottom, there was another fight going on. The Beastmaster got a kill on the Lion, then was counter-killed by the Invoker, it looks like. He actually killed both. Oh my god.
I have no idea how that guy killed Invoker and Lion, but that's amazing.
Yeah,
it was
that
looking
is
so good for Escape, but a double kill by Beastmaster.
Net worth overall, and it seems like they're starting to have trouble controlling him. He is going to go into Perseverance. It looks like Lincoln's coming out next after this Dragonlance, so pretty soon here, he's going to be super tanky. Uh-oh, Primal Roar right onto Koikva. Follow-up damage from the Timbersaw. That'll bring him down. Maybe they can get Yapzor as well. Cheshire Cat in hot pursuit. We'll have another boar coming up. Maybe he can get this boar slow. There it is. And no way Yapzor escapes. Long-range Timber Chain from downtown. Got him, comes in, lives up to his name as they set it up for the Beastmaster. 2-0 down bottom. PR look towards the high ground.
They're not going to be able to, though, because ESC.Era just instantly cut the creep wave. They'll have to go mid instead for the tier 2, but... It's nicely done by him, and it'll help offset the ice armor and other just common slows that he's going to have to deal with this game.
Right, yeah, that's a good point as well. All the ultimates up for Escape. Here we go. Keizu looking for a Chrono. Only catches one, a blink out just in the nick of time. They will be able to kill J4, but a Chrono for Avenge is definitely not what Escape we're hoping for. Now PR ready to reinitiate. Chain Frost going to start bouncing around. And this Siege Creep actually intercepting a lot of the damage. They'll still destroy the Beastmaster. Got him getting crowd control. Now it looks like they may try to have a go on ESC.Era. Bignum just laying in as much damage as he can. But it's Escape coming out big so far, a 2-for-0, and they might be able to bring down the Timbersaw. Timber Chain going to be off the mark, waveform forward. He will commit suicide, gets off the Bloodstone, but still a disastrous engagement for Power Rangers. All the while, Undershock just farming in the bottom lane. He wasn't even there for that, it doesn't look like.
Yeah, they can't take a fight and not get Roar or Necro 3 off, but they just didn't Roar.
Bignum also has an Aghanims on the Enchantress to go with that Dragonlance now.
Morphling doesn't have a TP.
Oh no.
7 seconds left.
He's pretty far out of the base. We'll see if PR can capitalize on this. There is still a Chronosphere to delay things. They've already used the Glyph. There's the Chrono, but it only connects on one. It's just Cheshire Cat. A nice swap from J4 will keep him alive. Lich and Lion get evaporated as Undershock goes charging in. He also gets a kill on the Invoker. Looking like a super bad fight for Escape. All three of their dead heroes are lacking buybacks now. This will be at least one lane of barracks. They rotate out of their jungle into enemy territory. Timbersaw just playing distraction up top, making this smoke maybe a little bit less obvious since he's showing in lane. Do they want to commit to mid, or do they want to rotate up top? ERA does have a replicate, so not going to be the easiest gank target. They will just bring down Yapzor in the blink of an eye, and immediately ERA does jump back to his replicate, and he'll survive. Now, with just a 4v5 on the field, they may go back for the high ground. Got him, still having fun with Koikva up top, and the Faceless Void is actually out of the base alongside the Invoker. TP status. Okay, Koikva does have one, as does Kezu. Kezu going to be the first to use it. They don't have a Glyph, but they do have a Chrono. It's only going to catch one again. Great swap from J4. He dies, but the Jug stays alive. And it's still a 5v4. Now they don't have Chrono. Oh boy, this is actually kind of a hard hold from Escape. Bignum survives the shotgun. Venge, I guess, if you're only going to catch one, because these swaps are just completely changing the state of these initiations. Keeping the Jug alive in that scenario allows them to get the barracks. If you catch the Venge in that too, you probably get a free kill. Down bottom, speaking of free kills, Koikva going to be out a little bit too far. Primal Roar going to set that one up. An easy follow-up from the Timbersaw.
Yep, and that's just a fixture of Beastmaster being quite farmed and Invoker being a little bit behind. If Invoker was more farmed or...
Source sets it up. Sunstrike will be off the mark. Kezu has a Chrono, holding it for now as they've got him in the front lines. He uses the pipe and absorbs a lot of damage here. Now this Omni Slash doing so much. The cleaves from the Battle Fury really stacking up. Chain Frost going to bounce around the illusion. Cinderin will help set up that kill. The Jug gets obliterated. His teammates all lingering around on the high ground. Not sure why they didn't follow up after such a beautiful Omni Slash, but now Power Rangers are on the back foot.
They might at least stay in the area since they have Chronosphere, but...
Yeah, look at the positioning from Cheshire Cat, too. Up on the high ground, the smoke gets broken, so he knows that they're inbound. The team starts to move out of the pit. There we go, set up onto Kezu. Brilliant positioning from Cheshire Cat to start this off. The Void not going to be able to survive, even with the Manta. Now ERA trying to get out. He will waveform away. Got him, comes chasing in though. EMP going to help break up this fight. Cheshire Cat on the south side, looking to get a slow on ERA. Meanwhile, on the other side of it, got him, chasing down Cinderin. Counter Hex will slow things down. Escape doing a really good job disengaging. Nice Force Staff from Cinderin, but it's not going to be enough. Enchantress with one more impetus will bring him down. Undershock still committed to the Roche Pit. Gets the Aegis, and Cheese will hit the deck. Probably going to be picked up here by the Beastmaster, it looks like. Overall, pretty good setup for Power Rangers. They did have to use a buyback to make that whole thing happen with the Juggernaut, but in the end, they make the plays. They've already got one.
Yeah, it's a great idea against Morphling, if you can reflect the whole E-Blade combo, but they're smoking in here.
Yep, smoke rotation from the back. Take a look at Radiant Vision. They do have some intel. They find Bignum. That'll be the target that they catch, but we've seen how this story goes. Chronosphere going to catch on 2 from Kezu. Very important that he grabs J4. They'll even use an ult from the Lich for it. Undershock trying to push back Sind. It's a very spread out fight. Koikva forced a Ghost Walk away. They lose both their supports. Still not really the great setup for Escape. They kill the Venge, but it comes at a pretty big cost. Now BKB turned on by ERA. He wants to go into Bignum, but Undershock joins the party, getting some decent crits. Kezu just going to be forced to time walk defensively, it looks like. Tornado will break up this fight. Cheshire Cat now on, taking a lot of damage. ERA has to man up to get it, but now he's taking a lot of damage. Has no escape. He gets off the replicate. Kezu going back in. He still dies to the Enchantress on the back line. It's looking like a very good fight for the Power Rangers. Buyback status. They do have one available.
Oh, he got it.
Invoker going to catch the Enchantress, but the Void going to fall as well. It's a fairly even fight, 3 for 4, but for Escape, even's not going to be good enough. They're going to have to burn 2 buybacks to defend the barracks. They also have to use their Glyph. Can they get some recovery kills? Kezu looking for the opportunity. No Chrono for 30. Koikva, though, uses the Cold Snap. Very effective against the Timbersaw. All these stuns. Follow up from the Lion. Sunstrike. They're going to need the damage. It will connect. And they at least bring down this beefy Timbersaw and make a hold. It is a hold, but a very costly one for Escape.
Yeah.
Lotus Orb, going to buy him a little bit of time. Timber Chain away. Does he actually live here, though? It's looking pretty grim. EMP not going to go off. Compliments of the Tornado. He eats the cheese. That will be enough to keep him alive. Now on the other side of the fight, BKBs get used. Cheshire Cat goes in onto Koikva, but he gets blown up by the Morphling. Koikva will not be able to survive the damage, however. Synderen uses the Ghost Scepter. It'll keep him alive a little bit longer, but Omni Slash eventually finishes him off, and now Escape look to be in big trouble. Arrow with nowhere to go will be brought down. It's a dieback from the Morphling. He's out of the game for 100 seconds, and PR know it. They should head straight to the base at this point and go for the crippling damage.
He did have his ultimate up, but I'm not quite sure it was.
They're second there, but it looks like this Chronosphere not going to do a hell of a lot besides delay the inevitable. They will see a buyback from the Invoker. Mid-range Barracks falls, but there isn't even a glyph for Escape. The top racks is available for the taking. Deafening Blast does fly through, but again, just slowing things down here. It doesn't feel like Escape really have any options. They don't have a Chronosphere now. Koikva doing everything he can. They will get a kill on the Vengeful Spirit. That's kind of cute. Juggernaut going in hard. They might be able to find a kill on Undershock. They just want to go all in for the Megas. They might not get it, though. Bignum, does he have the auto attacks? The uphill miss, hurting him quite a bit here, but he does get it. The Untouchable slows down their damage too much. The Jug will buy back. BOT's in. They get the kill on Lich. Now a buyback from Synderen. This is indeed the final hold. Koikva will die back. Now Synderen out of the base. They might be able to bring him down as well. Chain Frost will still start bouncing around. Impetus doing some damage, and, well, Lich will fall. Kezu not going to be able to survive even in the fountain against the damage of Undershock, and the GG will be called. Power Rangers take Game 1 in this best-of-3 elimination series in the playoffs of the Global Grandmasters. Makes for an interesting Game 2 and a potential upset as Escape falter in this first match.
Yeah, it really does. It would have been fun to watch the live odds go out throughout that game, because at first I thought PR had a really good chance.